Don't freak out now. Come to think of it, didn't Mr. Abel have a bracelet like the other prisoners? The bracelet would have been concealed under the uniforms they use. Moreover, the prison's main gate does not have a sensor to detect bracelets. All you would have to do is avoid any doors with sensors inside the prison. That's right. So if you didn't enter the cells or the workrooms, could one of you guys be jailable? Polar Bear! Rocky! Oh, caught you red-handed. Stop it! What are you doing? It would seem that Rocky has answered that question for us. No! He loves you to bits. Rocky, this is all your fault. The little guy loves you so much. It's inevitable. Oh, he admits it too. Hello everybody, this is Natnarf signing back in and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. Miles Edwards 8th Attorney Investigations Prosecutor's Bath Beta, and we are currently looking at the video. I think this is different guy. This is Elbert in this prison box. I think this is the polar bear. I fear we have made a grave miscalculation. This animal, the silhouette, no matter how look at it, it's not a dog. The animal is a bear, not a pig. It's not man bear pig. From the silhouette, I'd say the animal is not a dog, but a bear. So then, in the photo I took, those footprints must have belonged to that bear. Yes. Oh no. Did you see a bear? Yes, a man is the first to come in mind. We were all under the impression that the person in this video was Knightley. But it's his cell after all. Why would it be anyone else? That line of logic no longer holds. Remember the journal under his bed? It's possible whoever used this tunnel is the one in this video. It seems it is time to answer that question. Just who is the person in this video? We're dead. We are dead. We are dead. We are super dead. The person in the video is Mr. Guy. Mr. J. The person wearing the guard's uniform is the escaped prisoner, J. Albert. The probability is extremely high. His pet is a polar bear cub. But the bear is here in black. It's a shadow. We have evidence that can explain this matter. The reason the polar bear became black is... Where's the soot? Oh god. Oh boy, is that really? Is it because of this? Oh boy. Up. Uncle Ray can't understand why turned him black either. I don't either. Would you care to provide an explanation? I can't understand it even without explanation. I don't remember him. Oops. Sorry. Polar bear. I'm sure it was under the care of Mr. Sahib. Okay. Sure. Okay, I'm dead. What happened? What? Sawi do again? What did Sahid do? Ow, ow, ow. My bone. Mud packs! I forgot. Think back to Frank's Howie testimony. That's the rubber glove I dropped. Where did the mud on this glove come from? Ah, that's the mud from my mud packs. At the time I was practicing applying my mud packs. Could you tell me when this took place on the day of the incident? Since the animal show had started, I'd say it was around 9 a.m. The mud packs turned the animals' bodies pitch black, and my heart was pure white. I was totally engrossed with covering the animals in mud. You're crazy. During the animal show, Mr. Said was applying mud packs on the animals. So then among those animals was this polar bear. Yes. Prosecutor Edward, there is a huge contradiction in your argument. The security camera footage... Judge Courtney, you are quite right. Sawid used the mud packs during the animal show. Knowing this, a new contradiction in the video comes to light. A new contradiction? Okay. Okay. Do you know when this footage was taken? I don't know. It was after the mud packs were used. That would put it around 9 a.m. In that case, you should notice something strange about this video. Huh? What's strange about it? Strange thing about that contradicts the time when the video was taken is... It's the time. No.
Take that.
The time Sawit covered the polar bear in mud was around 9 a.m. Which means this video should have also been taken at 9 a.m. However, the timestamp reads 6 a.m. On that day, the prisoners went to the courtyard to watch the animal show. At this time, only 3 people remained behind. Dogan in his special cell, Sawit in the workroom, applying his mud packs, and the one who put his escape plan in motion at that moment, J. Elbert. Oh, okay, I forgot about him. Elbert left the polar bear in Sawit's care and entered the secret tunnel. However, the bear escaped from Sawit and followed after its owner. And just as he was chasing after the escape bear, Sawit happened to witness the dog pulling the murdered weapon out of the body. Okay. I'm officially freaked out right now. If Sawit's testimony is correct, this video must have been taken at 9 a.m. Why is it 6? However, the timestamp is off by 3 hours. Why would the timestamp be off by like that? Why, indeed? Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to examine the security camera. Yes, sir. Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. I asked all the guards and... Why you keep scratching your head? It seems the camera's power was cut off for a moment, throwing off the timestamp. What? The camera is an old model, so if it loses power, the clock stops as well. In that case, it means the camera's power was cut off for 3 hours. When? When did it cut off? While I'm at it, I've got some more information for you, sir. You heard that Knightley denied stealing the key, right? It seems nobody would believe the words of a criminal, but Knightley testified, I was knocked out too. That may not necessarily be a lie. My. There you all are. I forgot, I didn't read the name, so yeah. Why are you here? Making progress in your investigation? Can I be of any help? You're crazy. Actually, Warden Roland, there is something we must report to you. The escaped prisoner, J. Albert, is most likely still inside the prison. He has disguised himself. Here is the proof. The person visible in this security video is Albert. So perhaps he's still in this very building. Don't freak out now. Come to think of it, didn't Mr. Albert have a bracelet like the other prisoners? The bracelet would have been concealed under the uniforms they use. Moreover, the prison's main gate does not have a sensor to detect bracelets. All you would have to do is avoid any doors with sensors inside the prison. That's right. So if you didn't enter the cells or the workrooms, could one of you guys be jailbird? Polar Bear! Rocky! Oh, caught you red-handed. Stop it! What are you doing? It would seem that Rocky has answered that question for us. No! He loves you to bits. Rocky, this is all your fault. The little guy loves you so much. It's inevitable. Oh, he admits it too. Right then. Seize him at once. Wait. There is something we must hear from this prisoner. It's necessary if we are to find the truth. I'd like permission to interrogate him. Understood. What do you want out of me? Albert's escape route is linked to Knightley's cell. So it's highly likely he knows something about the crime. I'd like to ask you about the day the body was found. Your eyes are scary. Hey, at least you tried to escape and that was good too. But if you only have Jacksepticeye with you, you would have escaped successfully. So it was you guys. You were the ones who found my secret tunnel. Yep. It took me ages to dig that. How long? The day the body was found was the day I had planned to escape. I was in disguise. Right. Then Rocky followed after me. And he was all covered in mud. I panicked and returned to my cell. Okay. Damn, if only you guys hadn't shown up. If only Knightley hadn't died. You say you dug the tunnel. What did you use to dig it? Oh, that. Just hammers, spoons, stuff like that. I brought them from the supplier. Oh, God. But it was all for nothing. No need to lose your temper. There's always next time. How are you? You guys are crazy. On the day of the incident, it's possible that Albert met Knightley while he was alive. I'll have to listen to his testimony carefully. Okay. So it was you guys. You were the one who found my secret tunnel. I really need to have that bar filled up. I don't want to die any further. Because what if there's a one-shot hit king thingy? It's really a long bar. I hate that. If you've played the first series of this, the first Miles Edwards series, there's a point where there's an argument that goes all the way here. That bar is really painful. That punishing bar is really painful. And I have to keep resetting for the answer. Oh God. You. Shut up! Why did that hold it, punk? You say you dug. What's it to you? You don't know how long it took me to dig that? I had to beg the supplier to day after day. I slaved away. Give me back my hard work. Give it back, you son of a... Ooh, no swearing, there's a kid show. I can't get the word in edgewise. You can't just go around discovering people's holes. It took me ages to dig that. How long? So you dug the hole alone? You damn right I did. Should a tunnel like that really be dug by one person? Wow, such a wasted effort. A kid like you wouldn't understand. Never rely on others. Never let others see you. Those are the rules we live by in there. Well, that's kind of true. As a great thief, I kind of see where you're coming from. Okay, don't agree with him. Ah, no, I was just joking. Well, I wasn't, damn it. Why did it come to this? The day the body was found was the day I had planned to escape. I was in disguise. So, did you obtain the guard's uniform from the supplier too? Yeah, that's right. Seems he got it by threatening a guard. Oh god! A guy went and stole it from someone's locker. So when you went through the tunnel, you were already dressed like a guard. No, to ensure that the clothes wouldn't get stained with mud. I carried them with me. Once I got out of the hole and changed the clothes, getting out of the cell doors was simple. And that's when Rocky ran up and jumped on me. Rocky really loves you. That must be the moment the security cameras captured it. I see. Could you add that to your testimony? Once I got out of the hole and changed my clothes, getting out of the cell doors was simple. Ouch. Getting out of the cell was simple, you say? Yeah. Compared to going through the tunnel, it was very simple. You inhabit a prison, yet you seem to know the layout of the detention center quite well. What's so wrong about that? Sure, I've been to the detention center too. I've been since. In this case, you should have known about it from the start. When Knightley was in his cell, the door would have been locked. Which means there was one piece of evidence Edward needed to escape. What do you mean? And Rock got me after. Okay. When did you first realize he was following you? When I got out of the tunnel. Just when I thought I pulled it off. Damn. Did you notice anything when you entered the tunnel? He wasn't there at the time. I knew he would follow me if it was around. This is my chance, I thought. Just my luck. Damn it. Such harsh words. Poor Rocky. I can't be helped. The day was his fault too. Just like yesterday. Always clinging on to me. But he was all covered in mud. I panicked and returned to my cell. The mud packs. You didn't consider just making a run for it? I would have if I could, but the mud would have given me away. And it's not like I'd get another chance like this. So I had to proceed with caution. In the end, he was exposed by his own bear. Poor guy. It's possible that Albert met Knightley before he died. Okay. How am I gonna contradict this? The bear is too cute. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that your escape got ruined by a bear, but you gotta admit it. You don't see a bear that actually follows you without harming you in any way. And it's a cub too. Huh. No. I'm doomed again. Your fists are pathetic. You think you can break my guard with that jab? I don't fight. That was a really hard straight punch. Looks like he dodged it cleanly. I won't miss next time. Let's go for the TKO. Total knockout. Once I got out of the hole, change. How? You have the keys? You had the keys, isn't it? You say it was simple getting through the cell door. Yeah, that's right. You got a problem with that? Huh? Even though you managed to arrive at Knightley's cell, opening the door wasn't so simple. How did you intend to unlock the cell door? Jaybird, you had the key. You had key to Nightly's cell. Yeah, I ain't got nothing like that. It was open. It was already unlocked when I got there. Indeed, the cell was vacant after Nightly's death, which is why, at the time we conducted our investigation, it was unlocked. Your successful escape attempt occurred after Nightly's death, so the door would have been open. However, you had tried to escape once before then. The plan was foiled thanks to Rocky. The video shows it. Yes, that was during the annual show, before Nightly's death was known. And the cell door was locked, because no one knew he was dead. Without the key to Nightly's cell, your escape would have been impossible. Gah! Garwag! That means it can't be. It's exactly what you think. In the case of the stolen key, the culprit is J. Gilbert. You were the one who attacked the guard, weren't you? He was there just as he... Oh no. No one saw that coming. The Dart and Nightly too, in order to steal the cell key. Oh no. It wasn't me. I don't know Edly Nightly. After stealing the key, you returned to your cell as a precautionary measure. And then you waited for a time when the prison would be mostly vacant. That was just before Nightly's death became known. In other words, during the animal show. But in the end, the plan was foiled thanks to Rocky. Don't screw with me. If you don't have evidence, I'm still win by decision. Okay, what is this? Manny Pacquiao now? Still win by decision. You mean by default? Unanimous decision. Besides, it was that Nightly guy who attacked the guard, right? How do you know that? I think not. Regarding the theft of the keys, Nightly was the victim. To prove Nightly was the victim who was attacked in this... What? This proved Nightly was the victim who was attacked in his cell. What? Where is it? Where is it? I think it's the small bruises.
Take that.
Does this really prove it? Of course. And I get the feeling he was definitely the victim. Nope. Ah, damn it. I know it's the bruises. You fall for me easily. You shut up, kid. You don't know how to prove anything. Ups, 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 ups. This? Oh no, I don't know.
Take that.
Okay, I used the wrong thing again. In Nightly's cell, there were traces of his blood, which had been wiped away. I believe this is more than enough proof Nightly was attacked in the cell. You attacked those two people and stole the key, didn't you? Damn. I never thought you'd find the bloodstain I wiped away with the newspaper. And why would you go through all the trouble wiping the bloodstain? On the hands of Nightly and the guard, there were obvious signs of a scuffle, you know. If the bloodstains were uncovered, they'd find out there was another attacker. And if anyone looked around the bed, the tunnel I dug would be discovered. So you were trying to buy more time for your escape attempt. but I'm afraid to say your plan still ended a failure. Now then, hand over the keys to Nightly's cell. Yeah! Ew, 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 the mouthpiece. Yeah, what happened to that face? No way. How can an amateur like you knock me out? I didn't hit you. Here, I got the keys right here. Okay. Hold it. If you have that key, that means... That's right, Judge Courtney. Your reason that Knightley stole the keys and used it to leave his cell. From there, he entered Mr. K's cage and was moved into the workroom. However, the very foundation of that hypothesis has collapsed. Ah! And how? I see. In that case, there were only one person who could have moved Knightley. That criminal must have been someone who knew about the secret tunnel. Hey, are you suggesting? No, we're not. Jaybird, you're under arrest, pal. No. I didn't do nothing. Surely I knocked out those two guys, then I stole the keys. After that, I waited for the perfect time to enter the guy's cell. But the cell was empty then. There was no dead body either. And also, how could I have gotten into the workroom? I couldn't even leave my own cell, right? It's true, you only had the keys to Knightley's cell. But there's also Dogan's dog. What? It'd be possible for the dog to carry the body from the cell to the workroom. I see. So you're saying that there was an accomplice. The crime would have been possible if Albert and Dogan were working together. It's perfect possible. Plausible. Somehow Albert managed to carry Knightley's body to his own cell. And then the dog must have carried it to the workroom. Yes, because all the animals can move freely in the prison. But that's not the case for the path between the detention center and the prison. The only one who could use that route was you, J. Albert. Hold it! What if there was another route that you didn't know about? Do you know any? There couldn't have been. This tunnel is a straight path, is it not? Yeah, it seems like it. I didn't have enough time to dig any more than I did. I only dug halfway up the corridor. What? 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 When I got to that cell, the tunnel was already there. What? There's a tunnel linking to my cell to the well. Looking down from the well from the courtyard, there's no mistaking. They've always been connected. What? I just continued the tunnel with my digging. Okay. What was I doing it in the first place? Who knows? Maybe another inmate dug it in an attempt to escape. Or maybe the animals dug it. Maybe they wanted to drink from the well? That's highly doubtful. But it's kind of possible. There's no water in that well anymore. It's all dried up. Wait a minute. That's it. For some reason, the well gave off a nice scent. What scent? A nice scent. I don't know what it was, but it smelled sweet. Like candy. Wait. Sweet scent! But what is the sweet scent? No. 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 Oh no. I know it's there, but what? This scent. I believe we've come across it before. We know this scent from you. Knightley's blood was giving off a sweet candy scent-like smell. We used a police dog to track down that scent, and that led us to discover this tunnel. What? By any chance, could this be the same scent as this well? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I know what you're trying to say. That the scent proves the body was carried down through the tunnel. Exactly. And Jaybird, you're the only one who could have used the tunnel. Oh God. Thank you. What? Mr. Elbert, I am very grateful to you. At last the truth comes to light. Mr. Elbert, wouldn't it be wise to confess now? To begin into being an accomplice, I mean. Don't tell me even you suspect me too. Judge Courtney, it seems you and I have to come to the same conclusion. Not at all. Our thoughts on this matter are still quite different. Mr. Albert was certainly an accomplice, but an accomplice to Horace Knightley. What do you mean? Mr. Albert did not move the body. He simply lent the victim his keys. What? It would seem Mr. Albert did indeed strike Mr. Knightley on the head. However, Knightley was not knocked out. The two must have made a little negotiation. Negotiation? If Knightley's escape plan to work, he wouldn't have needed the keys to his cell, so Mr. Albert stole them from the guard. On the other hand, for Mr. Albert to escape, he needed to get Mr. Knightley's cell. But if Mr. Knightley had seen him and yelled, the plan would have gone down the drain. And so, they negotiated. I didn't negotiate nothing. Oh, you still intend to deny it? I see. So, in other words, we're back to where we started. Why are we using pawn pieces now? Mr. Albert opened the cell door and Mr. Knightley entered Mr. Key's cage. And then he was moved to the prison. Of course, and then he was killed in the prison workroom. Weren't you listening? The scent of the body shows it must have been moved through the tunnel. Knightley was moved from the detention center through the tunnel. Please wait until someone is finished before speaking. I do not claim that he wasn't moved. I do not claim that he wasn't moved through the tunnel. What? You don't? The scent shows that the body was moved through the tunnel. However, that does not mean it came from the detention center. What do you mean? That sure sounds like a contradiction to me. Isn't there one more possibility? The well in the courtyard? It's possible the body was dropped down from there. The courtyard? Ah, the well in the courtyard! That took you long enough. Mr. K has carried the cage not to the workroom but to the courtyard. Mr. Knightley was killed in the courtyard and his body was dropped down in the well. You idiots. And why would you do that? And then the body at the bottom of the well was moved by Mr. Dogan's dog. How would that be perfect timing if that was really the case? Now, there's one thing I'd like you to all remember. Before the body was discovered, what was happening in the courtyard? The animal show, right? Okay, Regina and Simon were there. Wait, Simon? Ah! I see you understand. Who then dropped the body down the well? She is too much. She's a top opponent. I know! Her flexible way of thinking enables her to adapt and come up with her own deductions. Hey, she's crazy. Mr. Knightley was not carried to the workroom, but to the courtyard. And Mr. Gaius was off stage for 15 minutes. This was when he dropped Mr. Knightley down the well. It's as simple as that. Judge Courtney, your reasoning is sound, I'll admit that. However, let's say that the body was dropped down the well. That didn't have to be done during the show. It could have happened at a different time. Okay. Unfortunately for you, Professor Prosecutor Edward, that is not possible. What? When the show started, Mr. Albert was in the tunnel, on his way to the cell block. Mr. Albert, at that time, did you happen to see a body in the tunnel? Nope. Nothing like that. So, if the body had been dropped before the show, Mr. Edward would have seen it. However, he has stated he did not see a body. Oh, great. Great! So it's impossible to think the body was dropped before the show. And after the show, the body was discovered in the workroom. So... you're even more confusing. In other words, the body being dropped down the well and then moved to the workroom could only have been done during the show. Your brain is working like a computer. How do you do that? And the only one who could have done it is Simon Keyes. Oh my god, you're weird, lady. What should we do? If the body was moved through the well, that does put Mr. Keyes in a major disadvantage. However, the notion that the body was moved through the tunnel, well, is only an hypothesis. That doesn't mean there is evidence. Don't tell me she went ahead. I am obliged to recognize that fact. Will you allow me to investigate the courtyard on once more? Oh my god. I give my approval in the name of the goddess of law. Reinvestigating the courtyard. I fear this may be our final chance. Oh god. Fire! Could be another prison break, Ral. Should we evacuate? What? What? Everyone, please remain calm. This is just the signal for the evening meal. What? It's a little loud, so I can understand why you all be surprised. It scared me. I'm terribly sorry. And with that, everyone, please return to your posts. J. Albert, it's also time for you to return to your room. Arg! By got it. Let's go, Rocky. Warden Nolan, we will be proceeding to the courtyard for another investigation. Isn't it time for you to go home as well, Mr. Edward? It looks like we're out of time. Why don't you continue this another time? But the investigation! Today's been a big day, right? With the escaped prisoner and all. I'm afraid I can't let others like you loiter around any longer. What are you? Are you hiding something too? This is my decision as the warden of this prison. Oh my god! Looks like it can't be helped. The warden's word can be called the law of the prison. Prosecutor Edward, please means we'll have to carry out an investigation another day. Until then, you may hold on to your prosecutor's badge, you idiot. And with that, I will leave you. You're a crazy woman. So are you. Now I think it's time you all left. Well, it looks like we'll have to continue the investigation tomorrow. What if tomorrow already changes some things? Knightley's body was dropped down from the well, in the well, and was carried to the workroom from Albert to tell. Judge Courtney's logic. Is it correct? And I don't know about that. Judge Courtney claims that Mr. Keyes transported him, but I don't know. I mean, is that even possible? Can I even open that thing? Was Mr. Keyes really the only one with chance to move him? Mr. Edward, let's do our best tomorrow. We'll have to save Simon no matter what. Indeed, I agree. I must prove Mr. Keyes is innocent without fail. Aw, man! I think I'll just end this episode right here. Because it's almost... Ah, my tummy. Ouch, 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 ouch! Ouch! So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you would like to see the next part, the next episode, just simply wave your wand like a sorcerer and hit the like button and the subscribe button to stay tuned. Until then, this is Natnarf signing off.